Okay, we're back. How you doing, everybody? We're here for the final hour of trading today. Well, and what a day it has been, don't you think? Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you in the house. Congratulations, those of you out there who've just been systematically going with the flow. You're writing way out of the money. You're writing way out of the money call credit spreads. You're making sure to stay, way out of the money with put credit spreads. You're writing covered calls that are out of the money. You're letting them drop in value. You're just picking them back up for pennies on the dollar, saying thank you, sir. May I have another? And then you're rewriting another batch. Well done. This is the name of the game here. We're here for the long haul. We always write options. You never stop writing. You're always writing. That's the strategy. The key here is to you call it. Funny thing is, if you write a credit spread and then you close it out and then you write another credit spread, one half of your brain says, well, I see, I closed this one out and I made a little bit of money on it, and then I created a new one. Another person will say, well, you just did a rollover. Well, yeah, I could have just done a rollover, but I rolled out of expiry contracts for April 11th and I got into contracts 2 weeks later. That's all I'm doing. It doesn't matter what you call it. The bottom line is that you're writing and you're writing and you're writing and you're bringing capital into your account on a nonstop basis, or as often as possible, to build the value of your account. That's it. Any of you are getting exercised. If any of you are getting exercised on any of your cash secured puts, you have three choices that you can do. You can do one, sit on the stock you just got, do nothing. Two, write covered calls on the shares immediately or down the road. Three, sell the shares and write cash secured puts again. And whether you write the same strikes or whether you come lower and write a new set of strikes, totally up to you. So, there's ways you can process this and go after it. Never ending fun times. The man, I'm the first one here. Rice Checks is here. Richard Carlin, the shovel. We're going up tomorrow. Touchgrass is here. Aaron Duchesne is in the house. Mentats is here. The man, my friend just gave me $1,000 to make him money. He said double it for him and then keep the 1,000. Time to turn the 1,000 into 3,000. Leonard is in the house. Number 37, thumbs up. Right now, I'm showing the market on the Dow off 382. S&P is down 16 points. I mean, this is a nothing burger. We're down 17 on NASDAQ. Nothing burger. Nothing going on. Very calm. The Dow down 1%. And that's, considering what we've been doing, not a hell of a lot. Where this is coming from, I don't know. The VIX is up 184 to 47.15. It got to 60 this morning. Gold is down $53 an ounce to $29.81. Gold has taken a hit. Excuse me. And oil down $1.10 to $60.88. That's what we're showing right at the moment. And Bruce is sneezing and coughing and he's just dying right in front of you. And I didn't do anything. I've been just fine. Anyway, welcome to the party, pal. It's nice to have you here. Even YouTube creators have to struggle through life sometimes to deliver the goods, doing what we can. Okay. It's nice to see some stocks recovering today, but I think we're going to have even more recovery on some of our favorites. Right now, SoFi at 982. The $10 level is not going to be an issue for us here. It's just a matter of, a little more stability in the markets. We'll see. I would not be surprised if SoFi goes up. As a matter of fact, there's a poll question for you. I'm asking you now, between now and the 25th of April, 29th of April, I should say. On the 29th of April, they're going to release their first quarter financials. I'm asking you guys, where do you think the stock will be by then? At $8 a share, 12% of you think it'll be there. 11% of you. Around $10 where we are now, 23% of you think it's going to be there. Around $12, 31%. Over $12, 35% of you. So 65% of the viewers so far who've answered this question are telling me it's going to be 12 or higher for sure. And only 34%, 36% think it'll be 10 or less. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with the majority here. I'm pretty sure it will be over 12, not even well before the 29th. I don't think it'll take the 29th. But by the time the 29th rolls around, we could well be over 12, and 13, 15 a share would not surprise me at all. Would not shock me. There you go. Now, if you've got a couple of grand lying around, you got $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. I would say write $10 cash secured puts right now. January 2026. Write the $10 cash secured puts. You'll haul in about $250, which is 25% on the money. Then take that dough and write more $10 cash secured puts. You can probably go from, say, if you have 10 grand lying around, you can go up to 13 cash secured puts on that move. That puts 13 grand in your hands from the 10 grand you're starting with right now. You got 30 grand lying around, you can probably write almost 40 cash secured puts at $10 each, which takes your $30,000 cash balance to $40,000 cash on hand at a $10 price. You're offering to buy SoFi net at $750. I'm pretty comfortable with that price, like really comfortable with that price. I was comfortable buying it at 11 or 12, but at $750, I would be like mega comfortable having to pay that kind of price. But up to you how you want to play this one out. The votes keep coming on that poll question. Thank you, everybody. 42% of you now who are responding to my question of the day. 42% say over 12, Bruce. Definitely over 12. Well, if the shares go to $12, $13 in the next 4 weeks, the $10 cash secured puts will not be at $250 a piece. They will be, first of all, more than $250 out of the money, so they'll be substantially out of the money. Probably be trading at around $1, $1.25, and that's a month from now. Of course, a little bit of shrinkage between now and a month from now. These are January 26th. But at that point, you could then decide to buy back at $1 and rewrite new cash secured puts. And you might be writing 15s as an example, and they might bring you $350. And so you're paying $1 to get $350. You're adding $250 for every put that you are recreating at $15. Giddy up. We'll see how it plays out. Anyway, I'm optimistic, but hey, don't quote me or don't look at me and say, Uncle Bruce, I made this move and you thought everything would be fine. I'm going to throw a caveat at you, okay? One comment from the President of the United States, one comment from any of his advisors, all right? One press release out of the White House in the middle of the night can upset everything. You know that now. You're aware of that now. And so you got to kind of look at the bigger long-term picture with a lot of these trades and go, well, okay, like Bruce says, call credit spreads are a good idea for the Magnificent Seven, but you better be way away from the market price because things can really move around here. We saw that today in the first hour and a half of trading when we heard the rumor about this 90-day delay. That wasn't true at all. And the market went from negative, whatever it was, negative 1,700 to positive 700 or something like that. I mean, just insanity. So I warn you that as option writers, you want to be in a position where you say, you're going to take me on? Take me on. You want to take me out? You want to buy my stock from me? Buy my stock from me. You can have it. You're going to make me buy this stuff? Make me buy this stuff. I'm comfortable with the stock I have. I'm comfortable with the stock I give up because I'm an option writer, Bruce. I'm always going to be and only going to be an option writer all the time. And I have winning trades, and I have winning trades, and I have a losing trade, and I have a winning trade, I have a break-even trade, I have a rollover, I make a little, I lose some, I make some, I make some, I make some. Overall, month after month, quarter after quarter, year on, year out, you're going to make money being an option writer, and you're going to beat the market, and you're going to beat analysts, and you're going to beat professional money managers. in my humble opinion, you pay attention to this stuff, you're going to do very, very well. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you all for joining me here. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's go. Matt, good afternoon, everybody. The man says, I'm trying to explain to him that options are free money. He doesn't believe me. Aurora, good afternoon. And the Wing Commander, Bruce, what a surprise. F-Gun is here. Hello there. I hope SoFi goes up. Mr. Primo, the option. Happy Monday, another pocket filling day. I hope SoFi goes up too. Astra Cat, AC. I tried to buy at 840 today, but my limit wasn't reached. Maybe tomorrow. You might want to next time do a stink bid. Instead of putting a nice round number, instead of buying at 840, put in a buy order at 841, or instead of 850, 851 or 852, an odd number ahead of the nice round number. Because at 850 a share, there could have been 50 people trying to buy it there, but you would have been the first one to get it at 851 before anyone behind you got any. Sometimes the problem is too with markets when they're falling or rising, if you're a buyer or a seller, there are so many buyers or sellers with you thinking what you're thinking that if you don't go with stink bids, 1 penny above the nice round number, you might be at 850 and the stock trades at 850 and you didn't get any. Didn't get a single share because there are 50 other buyers and you are number 42 and everyone ahead of you had to get filled before you got filled. And you don't know how many they want, 100, 1,000, 15,000 shares, 200,000 shares. You might need 1 million shares of trading before you get your stock. 851, you're the best buyer on the street. You get filled first. Everyone behind you, no matter how many they want, have to wait till you get it because you're offering more. 1 penny above. On the sell side, you want to sell at $15, offer it at $14.99. Just do what the gas company does at the gas station. $149.99, $209.99. Odd numbers. Stink offers. Deep value at number 36. AC, an hour ago, I heard news that Trump wants to put additional 50% tariff on China if they don't withdraw theirs, but who knows? Could be rumors. Yes, there's all kinds of talk. Computer Whiz, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Bruce. That's an awesome tip. It's a lesson number, 7 or 8. I have lessons on all of this stuff on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Learn how to write options. Learn the psychology of the markets. Learn the psychology of today. What happened today? It's in my lessons. You got to invest in yourself first before you get the reward. Otherwise, you're trying to outplay professionals and you're going to get crushed. These guys are scary good. At least I nabbed some Pfizer at $21.99 today. Nice to lower my average. Sharon, number 39, I'm here. Free range, howdy all. Welcome all to the program. Thank you all for being here today. We're down 517 on the Dow. We're off 34 on S&P. We're down 68 on NASDAQ. The VIX is up 256. Oil at down $1 at 60.99, and gold is at 29.85, down 49.90. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. There we go. Headline coming across about MicroStrategy, that they booked billions in losses on Bitcoin and prices have fallen more. The big corporate investor in Bitcoin said it did not buy any of the cryptocurrency during the recent stock market turmoil. And they said they recorded a nearly $6 billion in losses on cryptocurrency during the first quarter of the year. They say that the company has managed to escape last week's stock market turmoil as its stock rose 1.5% while the index sank 1.1%. And let's see, they did not buy any Bitcoin during the period between March 31 and April the 6th. The last purchase they made was spending $1.9 billion to buy 22,000 Bitcoin during the week through March 30. During the first quarter, the company said they bought 80,715 Bitcoin for a total of 7.66 billion at an average of 94,922 per Bitcoin. 94,922. Right now, Bitcoin is something like 70-something thousand. Let's take a look here. Bitcoin. Where is it here? I hate it when my computer not let me do what I wanted to do. Just put some score. 78,309 is where it is right now, down 1292. That's my guess. I could be wrong on that price, but that's what it looks like. Anyway, with the Bitcoin trading well below the 94,000, they said they recorded an unrealized loss of 5.9 billion on its digital assets as a result, and despite a related 1.69 billion tax benefit, the company expects to report a net loss for the quarter. Okay. They own 528,000 Bitcoin, which they said they spent 35.6 billion to acquire at an average price of 67,000 a coin. So their average is 67,000, and it's trading at, what did I just say, 70-something thousand. So they're still up on it. Interesting. I have no idea whether they're doing any kind of hedging, option writing. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's see. Anyway, there's more in that article, which you are welcome to find yourself through MarketWatch and see what you think. Anyway, there you go. There's the story from MicroStrategy. They're at $266.56, down $27 a share today. This news comes as no surprise to those who follow the company closely. They know they have an average of 60-something thousand for the coin. They know that every time it goes up $1,000, these guys are much richer. They know that if the shares want to pop back to $100,000, this stock is probably $400. The question on some of your minds undoubtedly is GameStop. Bruce, did GameStop buy any Bitcoin? We don't know. There's nothing been filed by GameStop that we're aware of. Is GameStop going to buy any Bitcoin? If they buy here in the mid 70s, is this a good move? Obviously, if the Bitcoin goes up to 85,000 and GameStop gets in at 75,000, well, yeah. But if GameStop only buys a couple of $1 million worth of coin, if they buy 10 million or 20 million of this stuff, what kind of a difference will it make? Right now, with the $1.5 billion they raised on top of the 4.7 they had, they got 6.2 billion cash right now, hauling in daily interest. And so GameStop's winning by doing nothing at this point. Stock is $24.10, up 61 cents. Thank you very much, and keep going, I say. There you go. Okay. Interesting stuff. Let's see. Lisa says, INAP Pfizer at $21.99 today. Nice going. Susan Shops, Bruce, this morning, Morgan Stanley cut price target on SoFi from $13 to $6, keeping an underweight rating. Morgan Stanley is a big outfit. Wonder why significant downgrade, especially before earnings. Again, they do this all the time. Not this particular analyst. I don't want to target this one. But this is so common with analysts and SoFi. I don't know why, but every quarter we hear another story about how they downgrade the company just before they come up with earnings. And when they come up with earnings, they blow the street away. They completely hit, much higher target numbers. They have to reset their forecast. I don't get it. I don't know why Morgan Stanley wants to use today of all days, except for one reason. They want the stock to go down. Is there a shorter in the family? I mean, is there any other logical explanation? Is the company really in trouble? Is SoFi not able to attract a single new member these days? Really? Is that what it is? I don't know. Susan Shops, I'm number 45. Johnny, I can't believe the premium for SoFi put at $35 2 years out is $24.45. Well, no, it should be of $24.45. The stock's $10. This is a $25 in the money put contract. It has to be $24.45. I wouldn't write it. I wouldn't write it at all. Mr. Premium, Susan, they must have been listening to the credit savage here. Susan, Mr. Premium, the option is laughing out loud. The man, Johnny, sounds right. That's a $10 share, Cameron, Trump is talking to BB? Oh, yeah, he's talking to BB. The man, looks like the market has cooled off, and we'll wait to see where the negotiations end. All right, well, we're down 400 on the Dow with 40 minutes to go. We've recovered about 100 points here in the last little while. Still down 18 on S&P, but we're only down 9 on NASDAQ. 988 on your SoFi. ASTS is 21.35 up 128. Rocket Lab up $1.25 to 17.62. GameStop at 24.14 up 65, now 24.16. MSTR down 22. AI is up 5 cents. Super Microcomputer 33.04 up 3.22 today. Nice little recovery here so far today. Overall, it's done well today. NVIDIA up 3.26. Low of the day on NVIDIA was 86.63. This is $11 higher, just about $11 higher from the low of the session. Tesla down 8.70. The spiders are down 173, but the Qs are up 53 cents. Palantir is up 283 with a low trade today, 66.12. This is $10.70 higher than the low trade of the morning today. So somebody panicked out of there and got whacked. Interesting. Costco is at 905, down $10. Coinbase down 324. SmartRent is 106.5. Google 148.75 up $1. Apple still down on the session, 179 now, down $9. The high today, 194 on that rumor. The low just before the rumor at 174. Apple moved $20 in 10 minutes and then came right back. And so we're down $9 on this session. It now trades at a 28.4 times PE multiple, by the way. Apple was as high, I think it's 35 not too long ago, if I recall. I was mentioning PE multiples with you guys not too long ago. Yes, Apple was 39 times earnings January the 30th. So that's a month, and it was 5 weeks ago. So 39 times earnings. And then last week it was around 35.4, and Apple now is 28.4, and it's still too expensive. Because the reality is the market, the stock market now is looking at Apple going, you guys aren't going to make the money you made last year. The tariffs are going to have a terrible effect on your bottom line. And your stock is probably going to go lower because your PE multiple is going to go back up again. Because if you don't earn as much money as you're expected to earn, this 28 multiple isn't going to be a 28 multiple. It might be a 35 multiple where you were just before you dumped off from 220 to a year. And so the stock might go to 140, 130, and still be trading at 28, 29 rates. This is the thing about the PE multiple. Keep in mind, however, the folks at Apple like to buy $90 billion worth of their stock back if they can on a usual annual basis. And so they're probably scooping up stock here on a systematic buy-up. But you can't stop the drop. They're not going to be able to buy enough to stop the drop of the market. Just saying. Caesar sold my 1,500 shares right before the sell-off at $28.56 a share with a 1938 average. I wish I knew which one. Is this GameStop? I bought 1,300 back at 21.30. Let's go GameStop. So he sold at 28 and bought back at 21, and he still has only 1,300 instead of the 1,500 shares. Okay, gotcha. So you're probably still sitting on cash. Rock and roll. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce. Hope you like this. I wrote SoFi. January 2027, $10 covered calls. I wrote them at 361. And Rocket Lab, I wrote January 26 20s. All right, Jan 26 20s on Rocket Lab, which is 1754 right now. I wrote those for 419. That lowers margin usage and brings in cash, playing it day by day, second to second. Nice job. Nice job indeed. Well, the 10s, of course, at $9.85 a share on SoFi, the 10s are worth 15 cents. He's getting 361 for them. However, these are January 2027 contracts. Now, obviously, if the shares want to go to $12 between now and the end of the month when the earnings come out, those 10s are out of the money. They will likely be about $250, $240, $230 a piece. If the shares would politely and kindly go back to $15 a share, these 10s will be about $1.80 to $2, maybe even 175. So Beach Boy is going to make money on this transaction, but he's sitting on a pile of money right now because of this move. So fairly well done. On Rocket Lab, with the stock at 1751, he's writing the 20s for 419. So he's prepared to pay $15.81 for Rocket Lab. And he's only committing until Jan 26 on this one. So these Rocket Lab contracts are worth $2.49 right now, and he got $4.19. So yeah, nice move. Well done, Brian Cesar L. Nice work on the buyback of those GameStop. Charlie, good afternoon, everybody, and everybody, good afternoon to Charlie. Yes, kids, we're coming into the final 35 minutes of our day. There are a million stories out there of what you can do with option writing. Congratulations to those of you out there who last week, 2 weeks ago, you were writing NVIDIA call credit spreads. You were writing 130.35, something in that neighborhood. You rolled out of those, made money. Then you started writing 120.25 range. Then you made money on those, and you started writing 110.15s, and then you're writing 1 to 105s. Maybe not quite that low, but congratulations on credit spread writers, call credit spread writers on all the Magnificent Seven stocks, SPY, triple Qs, easy money. Thank you very much. And if you're pulling in 4%, 3%, 6%, 8% returns, it's a beautiful thing. This is what it's about. If at the end of a week or at the end of a 2-week period, you can sit back and say, I cleared 10% on my money in the last 2 weeks doing call credit spreads. Made 10% net to me. Using 20 grand, you made 2 grand with it. You got 22 grand now to play with. Make another 10% the next 2 weeks, and you're up to $24,000 plus from a starting point of 20,000. Hey, this is called growing your account a year from now. Wow, you guys going to be down the road. Love it. Brian, will GameStop end the day over 24? That would be fun. Well, I don't know. 2404 is where I got it. Don't know, but it is certainly made an interesting. It's made an interesting set of moves, no doubt about it. Brian, good afternoon, everybody. I sold Sound 8 May 16 $8 strike covered calls for $1.27. I'm thinking of possibly rolling them out to January 26 for $10 price strikes for $2.30. What are your thoughts on that? You got May 16 situation. So you got, what, a 5-week program going right now, kind of ballpark? In 5 weeks, these will shrink more, obviously. But you're looking at a January, which is not 10 weeks or whatever. It's now, what is that, 7 months? Maybe too far out. Although I like the idea of the $10 cover of the strike price. I like that. It's very good. I don't know. I mean, you've got to. You're watching this stock as. I don't even watch the stock. I don't even have the stock up anywhere. I can't quickly look at it. So you know this thing intimately. I don't. But if in the next 10 days, this stock is where it is now, give or take, and your contracts are 70 cents, you've made, what, 57 more cents. Okay, great. On the other hand, can you move to, say, June contracts, the third Friday of June, and write 8s or 9s and get more money for those? The 8s, I'm sure you can get more for those, but I don't know if you're in the money or not. I honestly don't know. Like I said, I don't watch your stock. How do you want to play it? I guess, can you pull out 50 cents a month on the shrinkage of this stock, of these contracts? At 8 contracts, you're pulling out $400 a month, and that's $4,800 a year that you're taking out of this thing, which, you know, for an $8 stock is pretty damn good. Do you write monthlies, or should you write 2 months at a time, or do you want to go all the way to January? I understand going to a 10 is a $200 increase in a takeout price, plus you get the premium. So sure, that's you're selling at $12.30. That's what you're potentially offering your stock for. Right now, you're offering your stock for $9.27 instead of $12.30. So on the one hand, this is a no-brainer to do. On the other hand, are you looking for steady income out of this thing? And the third question, the millionth question, is should you just buy back these calls, sell these shares, and write $8 cash secured puts for January 26? What would you get for writing puts at $8 for this? You could do 8 of those. Would you bring in enough money from writing 8 of the puts at $8 each, because you said you've done 8? Would you be able to bring enough money in to write 1 or 2 more? So you'd be looking at 9 or 10 puts written at 8? Or do you want to write maybe 10s? Maybe writing 10s will bring you enough dough to do 1 or 2 more. Now you've got $10 puts on the go, and the gamblers gave you 200 of those, 2 of those for free. You got scheming to do there. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. Brian is saying that almost every stock in the market had an approximately 20% increase from the low to high today this morning. Why would that happen? This is a massive input. Brian, premium the option. What are the trades of the day, or are you folding your arms like the king you are? Whatever. Well, I'm telling people, I'm getting all kinds of questions from viewers. A lot of them I'm getting by email right now. And I've had some people in the last couple of days who want to have one-on-ones with me, so I've done that and scheduling more if necessary. Look, you can always put a new strategy together based on the market that you're dealing with today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I mean, as you have figured out here many months ago, a year or 2 ago, but certainly today, if you're brand new to my channel, less than 3 months, less than 6 months, boy, did we have a couple of years of activity in the last 3 days, huh? These are years of activity. We don't generally do 4,000 points in 3 days of trading. That is not normal, okay? It's the perfect 8-second attention span game. Those with 8-second attention spans have been having a great time around here, but this is not normal. And so we have to sometimes make adjustments to our plans based on the new normal, because what is the new normal is what we're asking ourselves all the time. And I don't have the answer for you. I don't know what your president's going to do tomorrow. This guy might burp after a Big Mac and come up with a whole new trade policy. I don't know. So you got to be willing to adjust. And option writers go with the market. There you have it. Okay, the man, SoFi, May 16, $10 cash secured put, 91 cents. Thank you for the 10% monthly return. Excuse me, 9% cash secured put, and I got 91 cents on that. Mr. Premium, I wrote cash secured puts on SoFi, BITO, NIO, and your favorite TSLL. Or is that Tesla? Tesla. Juan, Uncle Bruce, thanks so much for yesterday's one-on-one words of wisdom for sure. Have we had fun today, Juan? Have we had fun today? Wild and wacky. Love to see upward movement on a bunch of stocks. Takes a lot of heat off out there on a lot of positions. So here we are. We're down 308 on the Dow, climbing a little more. 27 minutes to go. We're not done yet. We're down 4 on S&P, and we're up 28 on NASDAQ. So market is not in the mood to have a massive get me out of Dodge sellout from what I can tell you at this moment, but there are 27 minutes to go. Things can happen in 20 minutes, as you probably have noticed. Juan, yes, indeed, sir. Katie, thank you again for all your wisdom, Bruce. Brian, thanks, Uncle Bruce, for your thoughts. I will hold on to it for now and see what the market does. I'm very happy with the 127 on those 8s. 16% in a month. Yeah, I mean, if you buy it back at a quarter, if the stock stays low enough, again, I don't know what it's trading at. If you make a nice little return on that trade, beautiful, and then write June contracts for another 15, 18%, whatever you can get, and then play that one for as much as you can grab your hands on, and then do July's, and then do, if you, like I said, can you bring in, 50, 80 cents a month on premium shrinkage? On an $8 kind of contract, that's good. That's really good. You're watching it. You're on it. Way to go. Crazy 49er. Should we be rolling cash secured puts lower to the money or further away? Like I have 10 SoFi Jan 16 15s, and I'm folding my arms right now. What are your thoughts? Well, I believe the stock will go higher between now and the end of the month. That's what I believe. Not guaranteeing it because I don't know what the guy in the White House is up to next. I have no idea what's going to happen with his craziness, and then the rest of the world going crazy against his craziness. So, what do you think? If you think the shares are going to go to 12, just 12 in the next month or so, you want to sit on the 15s. They're 5 in the money now. They'll only be 3 in the money. You want to sit on the 15s. Do you need to do a move right now? Is there a necessary move necessary to be done here? Nothing that's urgent in my mind, although you will keep an eye on your option chains. And if you find that you can move from 15s to 12s and go a year out, you might find that, I can do that for the same amount of money. What I have to pay for the 15s, I can get for the 12s for Jan 27, but I can write additional 12s. I might be able to write 2 more 12s because I need 1,200 for each put. 10 15s are 15 grand. 10 12s are 12,000. So there's 3,000 left over. That gives you enough dough to do 2 more of those puts, you see. So you could write 12 instead of 10, right? Can you up the number of puts you have in SoFi by making this kind of a rollover? You're going to have to give up time to get it, but you might be quite happy with that, because if the shares go to 12, the 12s are worthless, right? And so you're going, okay, 12s are worthless. They got a lot of time, but they're worthless. Whereas my 15s are 5 in the money until January 26th. The 12s at 12 will be worthless even out to 27. You may want to look at that. But again, this isn't, I've got to do something right now or I'm a loser. No, you take your time and relax. Little chaos. I opened up 50 put credit spreads, April 11, 1820s for a 23-cent credit. Give me the money. On what? GameStop. Oh, thank you. I love this game. I really do. I did this great trade. On what? Okay, GameStop. 1820. I like it. Yeah, I like it. April 11th, this Friday. I like that trade. Brian, Big Mac burp trade policy. There you go. Yes, a BITO trade. Might check that. Thanks, Mr. Premium. The option. There you go. Okay. SoFi 994. It's trying to go back to 10. It really is. It really is trying to go back to 10. 2160 on ASTS up 153. Rocket Lab 1763 up 126. Go Rocket Lab. GameStop 2433 up 84. Go GameStop. Looks like a little spike coming in right now. MSTR down only 16 instead of down 30. AI up 15 cents. SMCI 3306 up 324. NVIDIA up 391. Tesla down 572. That's quite calm for Tesla. Okay. Spiders are up. Qs are up. Palantir up 376. So it looks green. 278 loss on the Dow. 241 loss on the Dow. So that looks better. S&P is now up 9.68 points. Just a slight 1/5 of a percentage point increase. But the NASDAQ is up 0.5%. 86-point gain. That's a nice sign. First gain in a while for the NASDAQ. Nothing dramatic. Nothing like, it's coming back hundreds of points. It just isn't getting hammered. And that is a good thing. And that gets people going, is this the low? Should I be buying here? Should I be getting in? What should I be doing? Which one should I buy? Which one should I sell? How should I do this? There you go. Down 109 on oil right now. The VIX at 47.86 up 255. All righty. Welcome all to the party. Thank you for joining the show with me today. It's great to have you. On the question of the day, we now have 135 votes coming in. If you could find it, find my poll question and nail that. I'd appreciate it. We have 58 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you for the little bit of thumbs up there. If you can find that thumbs up button, thank you. SoFi shares are now at about $10. I think they'll be at how much when earnings come out on April 29? I think they'll be at 15%. At $10 a share, 17% of you say that. $12 a share, 29%. Over 12 a share, 39% of you think that that's where we're going. So most of you are leaning to 12 or beyond $12 a share. So there you go. That's kind of my game too. I'm thinking higher than 12, actually. I'm thinking higher than 12 this week. It's my personal looking at the technicals here. I think this week we're back to 12, but I don't know what comes out of Washington between now and Friday. That's an eternity. Who knows what the hell's coming out of there? It's going to be crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you all very much. Snowboarder for life. I wrote some $9 cash secured puts on SoFi during the drop this morning for May the 2nd. I got $1.24 and I'm up 30% already. Nice. Dude, hey, look at us, just about unchanged since last week. That's what we want. Has anyone seen Not a Lurker? Is he here? Where is Not a Lurker? There you go. 985 on the SoFi, 2142 now on ASTS, 1749 on Rocket Lab, 2419 on GameStop. We got a little dip here, just as I told you about how great it looks. Now we're down again. We're down 440 on the Dow, 22-point drop on S&P, and the NASDAQ is up 1 point. It just lost 80 points. That is an absolute computer cell program. Automatically just came in and whacked everything. But there's 19 minutes to go. And so we could have this little dip now and a surge, a buy surge to close out the day. And we could be substantially higher than this. We'll stick around and find out the 19 minutes and you'll see what's going on. The SEC has was asked this question years and years and years ago. Well, you guys at the SEC, why do you allow this kind of activity? Why do you allow computer buy and sell programs to just slash the market, just annihilate the market with a massive sell program that no human being can be fast enough to counteract with buy orders? You have to have computer buy programs to fight computer sell programs to stop this kind of a carnage. There is no circuit breaker of protection behind the Dow 50 points below or 80 points below or 150 points below the market. There's nothing there. And so an attack by a computer cell program can just whack the market like you can't believe. And the SEC says, well, we took advisement from the boys in Wall Street. The guys in Wall Street are the ones who are telling us leave it the way it is, because after all, they know what's best for investors. After all, they're professionals and they're handling the trillions of dollars. And if we don't allow these markets to be free and open, not fair, free and open, they'll go somewhere else and do the trading somewhere else. Oh, really? I don't think so. I don't know where else you can do trading anywhere else on U.S. stock other than U.S. exchanges. I wonder what the hell is that all about. In any event, here we are with a whack of stock coming in for no reason, unless someone said something. I don't see anything. With now 17 minutes left in this session, we're down 496 on the Dow. We were only down 200 points 3 minutes ago, and here we are. Welcome to the party, pal, of the toothless SEC, the dominant investment bankers, and no accountability. Now, no one goes to jail. You notice that? No one ever goes to jail, really. So here we are, down 531 on the Dow, down 34 on S&P, down 54 on NASDAQ. That's why you want to be an option writer. You want to be the option writer and stay way away from the campfire and let the shenanigans happen at the market and take shrinkage and say, thank you, sir, I'll take the shrinkage. Anyway, there you go. Funny stuff. KD, I have a friend that day trades SPX options, but hasn't been trading because the premium is 3 times the norm lately. Told him I know and tried to convince him to write options and cash in on that premium. The man, keep your eyes on BBAI. Will be printing money after the Defense Expo. They just announced a partnership with Smith's Detection, who had a $1.1 billion in revenue last year. And dude, bless those little computer programs whacking the market, keep my premium shrinking. Thank you very much. If you're writing call credit spreads, you're winning. You're winning. We're down 600 on the Dow, and you're winning again on the SPX and the triple Qs and on those magnificent 7 stocks that are getting whacked. There's just go with the market. They want to go down, let them go down. It's the way it is. There you have it. We're just trying to make a go of it. That's all we're trying to do. Isn't that something, folks? Interesting stuff. Barron's is coming up with an article trying to find 16 stocks or 17 stocks you can play that will keep you away from the tariffs. Interesting. Mitsu Securities are looking for safe places to go to stay away from crazy market activity. And they're rattling off a bunch of different stocks here. I'm just wondering if there's a chart. Not even a chart. You got to read the stupid article one by one by one. They're talking about, let's see here, talking to different analysts about different stuff. Different lists. There's two catalysts that is heavy on financials while other sectors are absent. Bank of America, Capital One, U.S. Bancorp, Citizens Financial, they're all in the top 10. Tech and energy dominate the rest. Teradyne, Micron, Coterra Energy, First Solar, Dayforce, and Expand Energy are some of these other stocks to go after. I would say SoFi is a great place to go to avoid tariff stuff as well, in my humble opinion, because again, there isn't a single branch outside the United States of SoFi. SoFi has no branches. They're a lean and mean operation, but hey, they're not Bank of America as far as the size, but they're pretty good size and growing. But hey, I'm just a guy in front of a computer looking at a 970 stock going, I think this is a pretty good deal, but we'll see what happens. Giddy up. And Brian, do you know how little actual work I've done in my day job in the past 5 days? I mean, just a bare minimum. What can I say? But I wouldn't be mad if I got fired. If they let me go, I wouldn't be upset. I'd then be doing this just full time. I'll take their check and put in a little effort here and there and keep making money here. Rock and roll. We got 13 minutes left in our session. We're still down 540 on the Dow, down 37 on S&P. We're down 57 on NASDAQ. That's where this market is at right now, okay? Giddy up, everyone. Welcome to the party, pal. GameStop just above $24. $24.02 at the moment is where a GameStop is right now. So Supermicro at 32.86 up 305. Nvidia holding 97.26 up 295. We come out of this market looking like this. We have to say, I think we dodged a bullet, considering what happened overnight in Asia with the Hang Seng Index losing 13% and Japan losing 7+. Coming out of here with not even a percentage point drop, this is pretty good, which sets up an update tomorrow because Asia could well have a reaction positive, although the China thing with Trump, who knows. And then Europe would be definitely in the positive because the Europeans will go, we're oversold here. We're oversold. We'll see. I'm just a guy trying to figure this out. Crazy 49er, my SoFi shares have averaged down to 924 with the option premiums. I love it. I keep lowering my cost on this stuff every time I write contracts. There you go. That's the name of the game there. Absolutely. 575, 550 loss roughly on the Dow with 12 minutes left in the session, everybody. Welcome all. Did GameStop disclose who actually bought those convertible notes? I read a wild theory on Reddit that Kitty could have bought them. No, I believe they were purchased by an overseas buyer. I don't believe it was domestic. So it could well be someone in Asia, the Middle East, who knows? It could have been a real fan of crypto. It could be, I don't know. I could speculate, but that makes no point. No point in that. Dude, it's almost as if our market leads the world. Isn't that cool? Brian, they were bought by TD. Well, that's, I don't know what, are you talking about TD Bank or something else? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, there you go. We're down now 493 on the Dow. We seem to be coming back a little bit. It doesn't look like a strong recovery, but it's now we're down 516. So, is there a little bit of nibbling coming in the last 10 minutes now? 10, 11 minutes to go? Maybe there is. We'll see. TD Securities, yes, the TD Securities guys, they probably handled the buy side. The TD Securities handled the buy side of the trade, but it's not TD Securities that bought the product. They bought it on behalf of a client, and that could be from anywhere. Mentat's Dead Cat Bounce, real fun happens on Wednesday. Andrea, bueno, Sarah, welcome, and thank you for joining us, all of you from wherever you are. Great to have you in here today. Snowboarder for life. I was bugged. I didn't have a cover call written last Friday on VOO in my 401k to take advantage of the drop this morning. But look at that. VOO shot up, and I wrote a $500 covered call for the 17th of this month for $350. I just closed it now for a 45% gain in a few hours. Thank you very much. And there you go, adding to your retirement. How about that? Making money in the options market to add to your retirement. What a concept. I bet you most of your friends don't know what you're doing and can't comprehend what the hell you're up to and how you're doing it. You're probably leaving them in the dust, or you've given up trying to explain it. I would imagine maybe that's happening too. I'm just wondering. We're down 580 on the debt. We just went back again. We're down again, and we're 9 minutes to go. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Markets go up, markets go down. Viewers on this channel can make money no matter what direction the market goes. That's a fact, and there you go. Well, one way to try to figure this out is head over to my website here. You can grab four classes for the price of 3 at my website, stockmarketswithbruce.com. Stockmarketswithbruce.ca, excuse me. If you want to learn how to write options, you can do that right here. Learn how to write options. They're on sale right now. Just make a payment of $599.99 to my PayPal account, and you'll send me a private email. Say, Uncle Bruce, I just sent you $599.99 US. Here are the 4 classes I would like to have, and I'll send an email to you, and you're on your way. I'm just doing the best I can with what little I got. Here's the thing right here. Make a donation to the PayPal link down below in the description. Send me a private email. I'll send you your 4 lessons. The sale is on until the end of April, so you got plenty of time. But the sooner you get them, the sooner you study, the sooner you'll be writing options on this market. This market, the volatility market, you're going to go, oh my God, I can make money here. Oh my God, can I make money? By the way, we're down 429. We just improved 160 points in 2 minutes. 7 to go. We're on a bit of a move up here. Still down 29 on S&P, down 62 on the NASDAQ. So will this market have a recovery? I don't know. Did ATIP get out of business? Dan wants to know. I think they're still around. Andrea, as you suggested today, I rolled down to 660, 65 on my call side on an iron condo on Meta. It expires in 39 days. You brought in more money, I hope. Keith, WW2, you need to get those lessons and you will not regret it. The best of the best. There you go. Start with lesson number 1, number 2, 3, 4. Open up a practice account. Start practicing and go from there. Yeah. Good afternoon from Pickcomb. Uncle Bruce, I expect SoFi to be sideways for a while. Well, I wonder if we bounce back to the 12 level first and then stick around 12 to 14 for a while. I don't know. We got the earnings coming out on the 29th. So we have stuff to watch. The Dow down 407 to 479. Where are we? We're down 485. We're giving up ground again on the Dow. SoFi 976 up 19 points, 19 cents. ASTS up 110. Rocket Lab up 99. GameStop is at 24.15 up 66 cents. Andre, yes sir, I got a credit. I did. I bought back. I closed out those 700s, and I wrote these 6s. And yep, Uncle Bruce, I brought in more money. Exactly. There you go. I love this game. Nice going, Andrea. You are becoming a portfolio manager, an option writing professional. That's what's happening here, step by step. Dan, this reminds me of 2020. Yeah, the COVID, right? That was crazy. Anyway, welcome to the crazy party we're having here, folks. What can I say? We're down 441 on the Dow. We got 5 minutes to go at the moment. We're down 23 on S&P. We're down 25 on NASDAQ. And NASDAQ is improving again. It's down 2 points now. So NASDAQ might go green here, a little buy program. We're down 386 on the Dow. NASDAQ just went green. We're down 50 on S&P. We might go green. We have 4.5 minutes to go. A 360 loss on the Dow right now. NASDAQ up 17 points. There we go. A little buy program. Will it last? How strong is it? I don't know, but we have the opposite of a sell program. Right? Yes, right. We have the opposite of a sell program. We're up 28 on the NASDAQ now, and we're down 319 on the Dow Jones. There you go. Fun stuff. If you need something lighter in your life and you're bored, you don't want to watch the market anymore, join me tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, TWB. On that channel tonight, we're going to have some trivia, and you're welcome to join me for some trivia if you like. If you're looking for a little taste on your palate rather than just market, you might want to join me there. We're down 360 on the Dow, down 14 on S&P. We're up 6 on NASDAQ. So this rally hasn't got much to it, but I think the market is just trying to kind of get through the day here. Leave it at that. We'll see what happens. 24.15 on GameStop at the moment. The volume on GameStop today has 15.9 million shares. The volume on SoFi, which is now 980 a share, the volume today, 87.7 million. Nice little volume there. We got buying coming in here. Sure, they're selling, but there's some nibbling up, and the stock is not under 9. We're approaching 10 rather than 8 something, so okay. ASTS up 122 or so. Rocket Lab up 111 at 17.48. AI holding a 12-cent gain. SMCI holding a $3 gain. NVIDIA is up $3 to 97.32. We have a little over 2 minutes to go. We're at about a 399, 400-point loss on the Dow at this point. We're negative again on NASDAQ, down 20. So there you go. We got a 50-point swing at any time on NASDAQ right there. Jaguar halts U.S. shipments. Then again, who buys Jags? The man, BBAI, 53 million volume. Right on. Yeah, Land Rover, Jaguar, they don't want their dealers to be socked with the vehicles on the lot that have had duties paid to the U.S. government before the cars are sold. They don't want to get caught with that. Why would they do that? That would be stupid. You have a $120,000 Land Rover and you add 25% tax, $30,000. That vehicle now has to go for $150,000. How many Americans are clamoring to get into a Land Rover for $150,000 that was just selling at $120,000 last week? They're not going to bring any in, no. But you know what, GM, you go ahead and build a $120,000 Land Rover machine to take over the business. Knock yourself out. They don't make anything of that style. So at the moment, the cars aren't coming in, and so there you have it. But hey, maybe negotiations will come through in the next month or two, and everything will calm the hell down, and they come back in again. I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer with 2 minutes left in the session, trying to help you figure out what's happening in the market. I'll tell you this: the Dow's down 360 points, not down 560, so it's looking a little better. NASDAQ is green again, but it's only up 9 points, so it is what it is. Okay, everybody. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I have 3 positions that have cover calls expiring May 16. Total value of all those premiums, $5,600 US, 1,700 Canadian bucks. If I can do this 10 to 12 times a year, I'm going to have a good year. Yeah, you're going to quit your day job. That's what's going to happen soon. Even with recession, this is something. The man down 360 points, not 1,500. More like it. There you go. Well, it is what it is. Brian, welcome to the party, pal. You weren't doing these kinds of numbers 3 months ago. You've come a long way, and you're not the only one. Believe me, there are many of my viewers who are doing this and far more. Think about this, Brian. What amount of business are you going to be doing 6 months from now? You're going to be doing a lot more than this 6 months from now. And now you're looking back at these days and going, oh, I can't believe I was only doing that little. Look how much I'm doing now. Welcome to the party, pal. 337 drop on the Dow. The Dow's had a last-minute run, but it could not get much back. We're up 14 on NASDAQ. The market seems closed right now. Welcome, everybody. SMCI is kicking here. Giddy up. The final bell at $33 a share, up 318. Looks like we're closed. And there you are. Andrea, and with that credit, I will roll down the put side from 480.85 to 465.70 to recenter my trade. Andrea, you are becoming an option writer. You are becoming an asset manager. You are figuring this game out. You take money from the call side to shift your put side. Thank you very much. You say, may I have another, Uncle Bruce? I love this game, you're saying. Exactly. And you're just going to get richer, and you're going to get richer, and all your relatives won't know what you do that makes you so successful financially. They can't understand it. Well done, Andrea. Brian, NVIDIA volume 600 million shares. Holy crap. Regular 284 million. Sounds like GameStop in the old days. Unbelievable. Yes, fun times, kids. Fun times. What a fascinating day today, to say the least. SoFi looks like it's closing out at 986. ASTS 2133 and Rocket Lab 1752. All gains, of course. GameStop up 79 to 24.28. AI up 15 cents. Supermicro up 318. NVIDIA up $3.33 on the day to 97.64. There you have it. Wow, what a session today. No kidding. We'll play this game tomorrow for some more fun. That should be another interesting session. Every day is a different day. Do you find it? And don't you find that interesting? 176 of you have responded to my question of the session here, which I appreciate. Your guess as to where will SoFi be at the end of the month when they come up with earnings. Of the 176 people, 40% are saying we're over 12 bucks, Bruce. This stock will be over 12. At around the 12 mark, 28% of you, around 10 bucks, 18%, down to $8, 15%. Only 15% of you think it's going to be lower, where 40% of you are saying over 12 and 28% are saying at least 12. So that is 68% at 12 or more. That's pretty positive. I think you're right. I think you guys are the ones who've nailed this one. That's my hunch. Thank you for the thumbs ups today. 76 last I saw, 78 in the afternoon show. It's a miracle when we get to 100. Very rarely do I get to 100 thumbs ups on an afternoon show, but thank you for putting in the effort and getting me to 78 thumbs ups. I appreciate it. Happy hour begins as Pickcomb. Vilbus, China restricts exports of 7 rare earth metals to all countries, escalating the ongoing U.S.-China trade war. Just an amazing day to say the least. Let's hope this repeats itself tomorrow. Andrea, every wife heard your kind words and looked at me smiling. I got a kiss. Thanks, Uncle B. Laughing out loud. Pickcomb, yeah, I think the panic sellers have left already. They had plenty of time to get out of Dodge. There you go. Well, kids, I just want you to get rich. That's all there is to it. I just want you to make a ton of money in this market, and it's available to you. There's a lot of dumb people out there losing a lot of money that you've got to take it. You've just got to take their cash. And you put together conservative writing option strategies. You take my lessons. You look me up for a one-on-one. I will do the best to guide you along your path to keep you on the straight and narrow so that you can move forward here and make yourself some nice cash. Brian is seeing it right in his account going, holy crap, I do this 12 times a year? What? Yeah, these are nice American dollars that Brian's picking up in Canada. Not bad. Those of you in the U.S. and the UK and Germany and the Netherlands and Asia and South America, the Caribbean, Latin America, wherever you are. Thank you for joining my channel, hanging out with me. Appreciate you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day today. And let's do this again tomorrow morning. If you're one of these folks right here, if you're a Gold Bagel member, join me first. We'll be on tomorrow around, what is it, 10:45. What time do I go on live? I can't even remember. I go on at, no, not 10:45. I go on at 7:45 to 8 o'clock Eastern. That's what it is. I keep forgetting the 3-hour break here. I'll be up at 3:30 in the morning to get ready to be on the air at 4:45 or something like that. Anyway, join me here for the big show around 8:15 in the morning tomorrow. So we'll get going. We'll follow this market, see what it's going to do, and figure out how to get you guys richer than you are today, because you're just not rich enough. That's really the reality. Richard, thank you, Richard, for the knee emojis. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'll see some of you perhaps tonight if you're coming by to say hi to me on TWB. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning as we get ready to rumble. And let's make some more money. All right, everybody. All the best to all of you. Sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.